Hey guys, it's John, and today we are playing I Remember This Dream. This was recommended to me in the comments section of the last video for Farawak, however you pronounce it, saying that it was similar. This game actually has been out for like over a year and a half, I think. It is available on Game Jolt, and there's a link to it in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. Ah, yes, this dream, the one where I'm alone in the snow. I've already been here. I have. I now see this dream every night. Well, I could think of worse dreams you could have, right? And every night has become a real nightmare for me, webbed from intertwined tree branches stretching out into the dark, endless sky. You can sprint. There are very few sounds in this world, but there is this one that scares me the most. The sounds of bells ringing from far away and leading me through the maze of this nightmare. I'll be on the lookout for bells, I guess. Heard something. I try to walk very fast, but at the same time, very carefully stepping on the snow in order not to disturb the surrounding silence. Looks like it's breaking up a little bit here. Okay, what was that? I'm not afraid of you. Where are you? We should go towards the bells, I guess. It would seem that in order to make it not look so horrible, one should make noise as much as possible. Shout, laugh, and talk with yourself. But the sound of your own voice may drown out other sounds. The sound of a barely heard imminent threat and fear, hiding in tree shadows. I am talking to myself. So, got that base covered. I'm going towards the bells. I don't know why I'm doing that. They already kind of told me that the bells were a scary thing to be avoided. I keep hearing some hooligan out in the woods following me. Yeah, let's go a little faster. Listening attentively to the squeaky sound of snow under my feet as I walked, I could barely breathe and only prayed not to hear footsteps behind me. I did hear something though. I heard a twig snap. Looks like your prayers went unanswered, sir. Oh, what? I now remember everything. The snow, the forest, the blistering cold. However, I know that once I wake up, the cold world would immediately disappear from my memory. Did you guys see, there was a thing. There was like a cloaked figure. Is it still there? Kind of hard to tell. The dream disappears, but always returns the next night. Did I lose it? I guess I got distracted. Load. Okay. All right. We'll get back to it. All right, we're close. What was that? I did not like that sound. Okay, this way? I now remember everything. The snow, the forest, the blistering cold. However, I knew that once I wake up, this cold world would immediately disappear from my memory. What was that? Thanks. Okay, it's this way. Alright, I take back what I said earlier about it could be worse. This is a shit dream. Ah! Aha! What? It's coming from inside. I'm inside now. Wait, I'm in like a shed in the back. It seems like it's inside here. I just... Oh, I went inside. It's just very hard to see. It's very dark. That's that thing I saw out in the woods. But this place is not just a figment of my imagination. I've been here in real life. Okay. Yeah. It's very dark in here. Is there something out there? What, do I go out? Where's that sound? Do I go towards that sound? I feel like I shouldn't leave that cabin. Is it this way? I can't remember everything. Dreams and reality don't intersect. You only see the dream world while dreaming. But it's all different in the real world. Woo! I didn't see that until like the last second. How about I keep moving? How about that, huh? Nope. Only some snatches of my memory, which in some way pass through the boundary between dreams and reality, give me confidence that I'm in a dream. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You sure about that? Dude. They are small snatches of my memory from the past. Cool. Ah. Thought maybe something was behind me. Sounded like it was coming from this way. I think I'm just supposed to go towards the bells. I was 12 then and studied in 7th class. The regional school was located very far from the village where I lived with my parents. It was some hours' walk to the school. So you literally walked uphill and downhill through the snow. That's not the idiom. Maybe you didn't walk uphill both ways, but you walked in the snow. In your day. Oh, there's a river. Every morning, my mum accompanied me through the woods to the school. She returned every evening to take me back. That's dedication. This way. Am I going to a school right now? Would like to be encased in a building of some sort. Oh. Oh, okay. As the years passed by, bringing me to and taking me back from school became increasingly difficult for my mum. My dad had to suggest that I stop school, but I insisted to walk alone to school. Like the horror game protagonist that you are, of course you did. What was that? Oh, I like that bell sound the least of all the ones we've heard so far. This way? Good. Some cloaked cultist out there wanting to sacrifice me to the forest gods. I'm not cool with that. I heard it. I heard ya. Sounds like it's coming from this way. It sounds really far away. It sucks because like the trees get kind of blurry from a distance. They look like they could almost be the cloaked figure we've seen. Like right there, I thought I saw him. Or her. It. In the summer, my journey to the school didn't take long. Sometimes I was even given a lift by those driving to the city. Everything changed as winter approached. Days became shorter, and the road was drowned in an impassable layer of snow. That sounds awful. That's why I live in the tropics. Subtropics. I don't know what Texas qualifies as. In winter, I was the only pupil always released by teachers in the middle of classes to leave so as to get home before it's dark. Oh, is it getting dark? Oh, is it? Not gonna lie, if it wasn't for the snow, wouldn't be able to see anything here. Let's get out. It's too thick here. Though the road was long, I was very familiar with it. In summer, I often rode by bicycle with my friends through the woods, heard something, but one evening in December, I just lost my way while coming back from school. Damn it, damn it. Oh. No, no, no. Oh, wait. I got stuck there. Did I get trapped? The hell is that thing? Oh, I can't move. Oh, man. Wait, there's a red thing over there. Okay, we gotta avoid that. It's like moving, man. I think there's a clearing up here. Yeah, there's a clearing. Ah! Okay. Though the road was long, I was very familiar with it. In summer, I often rode on by bicycle with my friends through the woods, but one evening in December, I just lost my way while coming back from school. Oh, what? I don't quite remember how or why this happened and where I turned the wrong way, but I noticed the treetops were recently lit with bright red light of the setting sun were already drowned in the heavy, gloomy sky. This way. That thing had a mask on. Keep going. Peering into the darkness in an attempt to see familiar places, I struggled to drive away from myself. Frighteningly simple thought that lodged in my mind then, I'll never get out of this place. What was that? I don't know, I'm not turning around though. We're really close. We're really close. I've never walked so far away from home. Stories by old men were what made me know there used to be a village abandoned by people many years ago, somewhere far away in the forest, and that since then the village is completely abandoned. Don't even think about it, dude. I can see you now. I've got line of sight. It's unnerving, man. What happened? Go inside? We were never forbidden to go there. However, whenever my friends and I went so far from home, we experienced a strange feeling of anxiety. At the boundary of an impenetrable thicket, through which the sun could not even pass, we turned around, not saying a word to each other, and hurriedly went back. Huh. Okay. So you just knew not to go there. This game's really dark, guys. I'll try to brighten it in editing if it's too dark to see. Oh! Bells? New bell? What the hell is that? Which way did it come from? This way? It sounds weird. Okay. It was fun, but bye-bye. It wasn't fun. I lied. It was very not fun. Nope. God, it's thick trees, thick foliage, if you will. Wait, are there two different sounds? I think they're coming from the same place, though. I'll never forget that house, that cemetery, and that church at that forgotten village where I tried to hide from the creepy creatures pursuing me. But I don't remember how I managed to survive and get out of that dark forest. Many years have passed since then, but I still don't understand why this keeps on appearing in my dreams. Dude. That sucks. That sound sucks. It's dissonant. I'm almost at the border between sleep and waking. It was here that the fear, which I always run away from, catches up with me. Everything is repeated again and again in each of these dreams. Oh, we're so close. Come on. Sounds like it's right up here. It sounds like I'm right up on it. but not the pursuing darkness scares me the most. Oh, the snow's even thicker now. Oh no! Did you see how fast he was moving? Sorry. I thought, man, I had like ski-free flashbacks just now. Waking up frightens much more. That brief moment between dream and reality, the moment when nightmare is replaced by reality, but still not forgotten, and your regained consciousness has not yet managed to erase the nightmare completely from your memory. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know the exact feeling you're referring to. The bridge. Let's do it. Bridge. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Thank you. Safety! Maybe. Okay, we gotta keep going. I close my eyes and the belligerent monster pounces on me. The disgusting munching sounds as the monster tore the flesh into shreds started waking me up. The night forest fades and the pale morning light emerges. Then I'm enveloped in real fear, lying on my bed, afraid to open my eyes. The fear of the future shackles my mind in chains. The future that I don't even have. Where adult life is just an illusion. I'm 12 years old. Outside the window, heavy December clouds bring blistering cold and the first snow. This is the first winter I'll be going to school alone. Lying in bed, I'm struggled to squeeze my eyes in a vain attempt to retain the memories of my dream. I'm waking up, but I must not forget this dream. I must not forget this dream. I must not forget. I remember this dream. Looks like I didn't forget it. Thanks, Nikita B. That was excellent. Very cool, atmospheric, psychological horror. Based on real shit. Yeah, this it's got me good. It's kind of like the Deep Sleep games I played, although it's less outlandish than the Deep Sleep games. This is more like describing an actual everyday sensation that's kind of creepy. And that's cool horror. That's cool horror. That description of a real moment that I've experienced many times when you're having a nightmare and you've just woken up from it, but you haven't processed reality yet. And so you still think that the nightmare is real, but you're in real life. It's like the most that fantasy can intrude upon reality. You know what I mean? It's like that mix between fantasy and reality, but fantasy just slightly overlaps reality at that exact moment. And that's what makes it so creepy to me, I think. Because, you know, when you have a nightmare and you've got those initial moments when you're first waking up and you're like, was that real? Ah! And you're just not thinking clearly. As reality kind of fades into existence, it's slow, and you start slowly processing like, wait, it's morning. I've got to go to class. Or like, I've got to make it to work. Or whatever responsibilities that you may have. And adult life comes rushing back. That's a cool premise for a horror game, because that's probably the most surreal that you're going to feel in everyday life, barring any sort of extreme circumstance. So I think dreams are a really cool horror arena, if you will, and they're not explored enough, I think. I think that in particular, and this game didn't really hit on it, but sleep paralysis is very underexplored in horror games. I think I would love / hate to play a realistic sleep paralysis simulation. It'd be very hard to pull off just because that's just it's a very abstract idea. It's like a feeling. Sleep paralysis is a feeling, and it's hard to visually and orally demonstrate just a feeling of dread. So I don't know how possible it is, but yeah. Anyway, that's kind of a little bit of a rabbit trail, but all that to say, I did enjoy this. I remember this stream. Free game on Game Jolt. If you want to play it, check it out. This is one of those games where I kind of wish I didn't have lights on for my face for the video. But that's probably good because I don't know, I could see myself not being able to handle it as well as I did in this video with the lights out. And I didn't even handle it that well. So that's how you know it's good, folks. I don't fake anything on this channel, as you know. So those moments where I was like, oh, yeah, that was real. Yeah, so I remember this dream. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments. I'll have to look and see if this developer has made any other games because I enjoyed it. I know it's not for everyone. It's a very atmospheric experience. I know that there are going to be some people out there who call it a walking simulator. I'm rolling my eyes in preemption of that. It's just horror games, being scared in horror games depends on imagination. So this game really left a lot to the imagination, and if you don't have much of an imaginative capacity, it probably didn't do anything for you. Which, you know, horror is very subjective, so I understand that. But this got me good. So I will defend it at every opportunity. I will see you guys in the next video. Think critically.